Hello, dedicated viewers. Join me, Julie, as we explore the lives of the Duggar. Alright, so buckle up because we've got some juicy details to dive into. Jana Duggar, the eldest daughter of the famous Duggar family, just had a wedding that left fans absolutely stunned. And let me tell you, this wasn't just any wedding. It was filled with heartfelt moments, family dynamics, and, of course, a bit of that Duggar drama we all love to analyze. Now, let's talk about Jana's big day. First off, Jana is 34, and for a long time, everyone was speculating about when she would tie the knot. And it finally happened. She married Stephen Wisman, 31, in what seemed like a dreamy, fairy tale ceremony. Photos from the wedding are, honestly, giving major Cinderella finds her prince vibes. In one emotional shot, Jana is getting a final touch-up from her mother, Michelle. Michelle's standing there, hand on Jana's back, looking like she's on the verge of tears too. It's this sweet, intimate moment that says so much about how close Jana is to her mom. Can you imagine all the emotions flying around in that moment? Your eldest daughter, who you've probably wondered if she'd ever marry, finally walking down the aisle. It's a milestone for any mom, but for Michelle Duggar, it must have felt particularly heavy. And let's talk Jana's look. That wedding gown, an off-the-shoulder white dress with her long hair in loose, perfect curls, gave her a timeless elegance. The internet can't get over how radiant she looked, smiling with tears in her eyes while showing off her sparkling engagement ring. It was a moment that felt truly earned, considering Jana's journey. But here's the twist: if you've followed the Duggar family for years, you know how much pressure they put on their daughters to marry young. So for Jana, at 34, to finally get married? It's almost like she broke the mold of what people expected. And that's why this moment feels even more powerful. Now, the venue was straight up luxury goals. The wedding took place at the Grand at Willow Springs in Prairie Grove, Arkansas, a lavish spot perfect for an event that had nearly 500 guests. Just imagine a venue decked out for this enormous guest list, packed with friends, family, and, of course, that deep Duggar family tree. Pictures from the day show the couple exchanging vows, eyes welling up with emotion as they said, "I do." It's these tearful glances that are melting hearts online right now. Clearly, this day was everything Jana had ever dreamed of, and she admitted as much to People magazine. Speaking of emotions, let's go deeper. Jana confessed in interviews that there were points in her life where she thought this day might never come. And that's a big deal. She's one of those people who took her time, and it's clear she struggled with the idea that maybe marriage wasn't in the cards for her. She's quoted saying, "For me, it felt like, okay, it's never coming. But now, it's starting to sink in. Reality is setting in, and I'm like, wow, this truly is something I've dreamed of." This really shows how human she is, despite all the public scrutiny she's faced over the years. Now, let's zoom out to the family drama. Of course, a Duggar wedding wouldn't be complete without some eyebrow-raising guest choices. All of Jana's sisters, Jessa, Joanna, Abby, Ginger, Johanna, and Jordan, were in the bridal party. I mean, that's a lot of bridesmaids. And there's this beautiful shot of them working to make sure her dress looked flawless for the photos. But guess who was also there? Jill Dillard. Yes, Jill, the Duggar sibling who has publicly distanced herself from the family due to their strict religious beliefs, made an appearance. Jill was invited but wasn't part of the bridal party, which makes us wonder about the current state of her relationship with Jana and the rest of the family. It's safe to say her appearance got a lot of people talking. We all know there's tension between her and the family, so the fact that she was even there is a headline in itself. And here's the big elephant in the room. Josh Duggar. Surprisingly, Josh's wife, Anna Duggar, was also at the wedding, but no mention of Josh himself. Given all the drama surrounding his trial and conviction, it's no surprise he wasn't there. But having Anna attend? It shows the complicated web of family ties still at play. After the wedding, Jana made it clear that things were changing. She's finally moving out of her family's massive compound and into her own house with Steven. This is a major shift for someone who spent 34 years living at home with her family. The couple bought a charming $275,000 house in Nebraska, which might not sound like much compared to Hollywood standards, but for Jana and Steven, it's the perfect spot to start their new life. And get this, it's not just any house. It's a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom ranch-style property, complete with hardwood floors, a 2-car garage, and a backyard storage shed. They've already started renovating, and Jana seems genuinely excited to finally have a place to call her own. So, let's break down how this romance happened, because it's actually pretty interesting. Jana and Steven have known each other for years. Their families were connected through their shared faith, and Jana even remembers the Wisman family visiting her home over a decade ago. They got snowed in, which is a rare thing in Arkansas, and spent nights doing puzzles and playing games together. But Steven? He wasn't even on her radar back then. That's where things get interesting. These two reconnected after all these years. They had dated briefly before, but decided at the time it wasn't the right fit. Fast forward, and suddenly they're back in each other's lives, wondering, why didn't we make this work earlier? Jana herself admitted she was a bit of a slow mover when it came to the relationship, but what really won her over was Steven's patience and consistent care for her. And she's not wrong when she says she has a big crazy family. Imagine dating someone with that much media attention. Steven clearly saw past all the noise and stuck by her side. One of the most revealing quotes from Jana is when she talks about Steven's character: "He still loves me no matter what. I know we have a big, crazy family and he still kind of puts up with a lot of things." I'm like, my goodness, there are not too many people that do that. He must really, genuinely care about me. It's that sentiment that makes this love story feel so genuine. Steven didn't rush her, didn't push her, he was just there for her, which is probably exactly what Jana needed all these years. Alright, now that we've unpacked all of this, what do you guys think? Was Jana's wedding everything you imagined? Were you surprised by the guest list? And what do you think about her relationship with Steven Wisman? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates on celebrity news, family dynamics, and everything in between. Until next time, I'm Julie, and this has been your go-to breakdown on Jana Duggar'S stunning, long-awaited wedding.